Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Terroir, a winemaking tycoon game. And in the last episode, I figured out how to cheat the system with the renown a little bit. I'm not going to utilize that, but we are sitting at a cool $242,000, which gives us some ability to actually do some things like look at different fields I want to buy. I could buy a loam, and either increase the Chardonnay production or switch over to the Cab production. Or I could go to a clay and do some things with clay. What else do we have? Do we have any sand around? Okay, we have a sandy one over here, which I can't move. Like this. So that's $50,000 for the sandy and $75,000 for the clay. I don't remember which one is which. And what does this do? Grants a percentage bonus to all adjacent vines' fertility. I probably do want to add this and then buy this clay or that clay. Yeah, I'm going to buy this tile right here. Ooh, there's another forest over there. What is this one? This is just into a forest, increases the yield. So this should have an increased yield as well. Oh, but that's got fruit flies on it already. This has the increased yield as well. We're going to buy this clay tile. And what do we plant on this one? It was a Merlot or a Pinot Noir. And I haven't done any of those yet. So, the planting price of the Merlot is only 15 grand, and the planting price of the Pinot is super expensive with a really high monthly maintenance cost. Now, some of the very best chateaus in the world are ones that have mastered the art of crafting from the wine Pinot Noir. Ooh, I'm gonna just stick with the Merlot, because I don't know anything about any of these wines, actually. So let's plant some Merlot. And it's going to be partially a guessing game as to how we grow this Merlot. I need these things to ripen up a little bit, so let's trim here. We're already in March. I don't know if I'll actually get anything on this Merlot or not in time, because we obviously need some ripeness. I just don't know where the ripeness needs to be to make this a successful wine. I think I need to trim these back all the way. And come on, come on. Got fruit flies in all of them, though, which is kind of annoying. We're already in May, and I have a 0 ripeness at anything. Well, I have 1 ripeness. Come on. Come on. Give me some ripeness, baby. Give me some ripeness. I need some ripeness in these summer months. Give it to me. There we go. 2. 4. 5. My yield is pretty low because of these stupid fruit flies. I need to find out how to... 6. Let's do it. We're just going to harvest them all at 6. And so, we already do know that, oh, look at this. The combination of the excellent canopy management, etc., etc. We already know that the Chardonnay over here, I need to be looking at a 6566 or 6666. So, that's fine. 5655. And I have no idea what my... They're both the exact same. I have no idea what my Merlot needs to be at. But we still got to go with both of these, a standard old crushing method. There we go, because it's all standard. And okay, let us do the barreling. Decreases sweetness by 1. I don't want this one to have a sweetness at all. Is a Merlot supposed to be a sweet one? Merlots are supposed to be dry, right? So I'm gonna bring this down to a sweetness of 5. Just for testing purposes. And while this is going, I'm going to, I can't really tab out to my spreadsheet to make my Merlot yet. But let's check this out. So, we already know the Chardonnay. The acidity, I want an increase. 6676 will be perfect, so that's going to be a perfect wine right there. This one, right now it'll be Let's go 10%. We're going to go 6576 for this one. Yeah, let's do that. These are both going to be good, and we're going to 6676 and 6576. Yep, I'm going to barrel these ones up right away and get them being sold, so I don't need to wait at all for these. So now let me get over here, add a new tab to my spreadsheet called Merlot. Merlot. And we're looking at my Merlot, and it is a 6576 with exceptional. 576. So if it's really low, exceptional. And let's see what this baby turns into. This is the... Yeah, if it's less than 3.5 stars. So let's bottle this one. It's a red, so we're going to switch it over to a cork. I'm just going to put them all in the same bottle, and this one is my experimental wine over here. So it is going to be the... Let's see, the God... Emperor's Spice Melange. Melange. I don't know what it is exactly. That's what he wanted. At the same time, we'll bottle this one up. This is just kind of a standard old Chardonnay here. So we're going to call this one the Simon Murray. Simon Murray's Chardonnay 2026. Bottle that baby up. And now, we already know that this one's going to fetch me quite a high mark here with these prestige people. Let's go with all 4s, though. Oh, I can't do all 4s. 2 4s and a 3. Am I on the right track here? Oh, 4.5 stars. So, 6676 with 2 4s and a 3 on my shard. 676 with a 4 4 3 becomes a 4.5, which is not what I was expecting. Hang tight 1 second, folks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Somebody was at the door in real life. But, so something about this wine that we've always thought was the perfect combination, the 6676, as you get up into the higher star rating people, they didn't like it as much. So obviously my 2 4-star people, they only gave it a 4.5 star, so something is slightly off about it that I need to do some more experimenting with. So that's good to know. But before we do anything with that, we're going to organize the tasting for my 6576 Merlot. But we're just going to go down, we're going to stick with some 2 stars. Because I just want to know about where am I at with this one. Okay, 5-star from the 2-star guys. So that's not too bad, but it's a 6576. 6576, so 2-star rating. People give it a 5. So that exceptional canopy management didn't really matter because otherwise it would have been different. But let's try to sell this one. 360. Of course, you're the only one that will buy all of them, which is annoying. But I'm going to sell you 200. Actually, let's do this a different way. I'm going to sell all of this stuff to this guy, so I can go up and sell this one. I can split it between these 2 people, so 180 and 180. And let's do that. And we're selling. I'm back up to the good graces with all these people. We are going to make some more money. What is this tile? It's a lake, an empty lot. I really do think I need this empty lot because this is where I'm going to build my that structure that will eventually do us kindly. I think I might wait for 1 more season to buy that structure. Make sure I have enough money so I don't make the same mistake I did last time and end up going bankrupt by spending way more money than I actually have. But I think with that structure you could end up researching some stuff about the fruit flies. Why is one is 10% and one's 20%? That's terrible. Because otherwise I don't think my fruit flies are going to go away. They have 163,000 at this point. Maybe I will just buy it. Oh, it's only 15 grand? Heck yeah. The tavern. Oh my god, I can actually get to the tavern one of these days. I don't care about the castle ruins. All adjacent taverns will buy an additional 400 bottles from you. Oh, all adjacent taverns. So you want to put that around taverns. But this is the worker's office. I want to research some new techniques. And what techniques? Pesticide treatment. Here we go. I need 25 renown cost, which I can do. It costs $30,000 and takes 6 months to research. Vines treated with phylloxera have reduced chance of death. 5% for vines 0 to 3 years old, 15% 4 to 6, 30% 7 and up for 1 whole year. Vines treated for fruit flies will be completely rid of them and are immune from infestation for 10 in-game seconds. That's interesting. I'm going to research it. Because I need to do something about these fruit flies, which amazingly are only working on my Merlot right now. Which is kind of strange. I don't know why that is. I need to get these things trimmed back. Otherwise they'll never ripen. Okay, so my Chardonnay is ripening. My Merlot is not. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, these things are killing me. Now I need that canopy back. Oh, god dang it. I screwed it up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, pause. Pause. Treat phylloxera infection. Treat fruit flies. So I can treat fruit flies on all of my fields. I know I need to do it on the Merlot. I guess it costs some time. So there my fruit flies are gone. Oh my god, everything's overexposed. Everything is terrible. Where's my other fruit fly infestation at? This is a fruit fly. That's not the fruit fly. This is both of these have fruit flies on them. So I need to do that. Oh, I gotta wait for the cooldown, I think. Now, all my fruit flies are gone, which is great. But the problem is, I'm sitting with overexposed. All of them are overexposed, which is going to be terrible, and I don't think I can do anything to make that go away. Unless it rains. I got a canopy coming in, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think it can hurt anything by waiting, though, to find out. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, so these are terrible. Terrible, terrible wines. But what we can do is we can go with a Chardonnay. I mean, we can do everything. We're going to get the crushing method the same. Now the question is, I know how to fix the Chardonnay, at least for 3-star reviewers. So maybe I can dabble with some other things and maybe add that acidity up a little bit. Because normally, what would I do? Normally, I would leave it to ferment for 2 months to decrease the acidity, which is probably, or the sweetness, which is fine. This one I think is well the same. I gotta leave these both to ferment for 2 months. But I'm switching back over to my Chardonnay to kind of look at where I want this thing to be sitting at. I gotta still watch that these things are actually still growing in the off season. Okay, so now we know I need to get... So for my Chardonnay, normally I would put 70% juice in this to bring it up to an 8 acidity, so it can drop down to a 7 acidity, 6 acidity actually, while bringing these down, the tannins down to a 6. Let's try. Have we done a 7 acidity? 7767 got it a 4-star rating. Oh, 7666 got a 4-star rating, but it was sunburned as well. Let me try that. And then with my Merlot, what was my last one? That was a 5-star rating on the Merlot. 6576. So if I get this to a 657, I can't really get that down to a 7, but I can get it to... Yeah, I'm going to put 70% in that one. And then we will, obviously the barrel type. So this will be a slightly different mix. We're in January. Make sure this is at 0 months right now. Yeah, 0 months. So I'm going to wait on at least 1 month and then check the statistics of my Merlot and see if that's something I want to sell or not. Ooh, contrary to belief, it doesn't taste like dirt. Earthly flavors grant 10% wine price, which is nice. 7687. I'm thinking I'm going to try that. A 7687 for my Merlot, and we're going to find out how that actually goes. So let's do a cork it. I, in theory, could only bottle 1 case of it this way, and then let it decrease again for the month. I'm going to do that. I'm going to call this the Merlot test. A 7687 with a cork. And then we're going to wait 1 more month and bottle everything else up. So let's find out what happens. I don't even necessarily want to... Well, I guess I can organize my tasting now because then I could bottle up the rest if I really wanted to. So 7687. It's sunburned though, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to give this thing over to... let's give it to 3-star rated people. And they did not like it too much. 7687 was a 3. So it's sunburn. So it's a 3. So technically it's a 4-star wine. So that's not terrible. And now we're gonna wait this other month to make sure these things get up to 2 months old and see how this one goes. This is kind of a cheaty way to do this. Was it February already or was it January? No. Gotta wait. There we go, March. So now both these need to get bottled up. So 5666 with a sunburn is my Chardonnay. And I don't ever have a 5666 in the past. So the sunburn is bad though. But we are going to call this one. We'll cork it. We're just going to do them all because there's nothing I can do that's going to change this one. So we'll actually give this one somebody's name. Did I just do the Simon Murray? I don't remember what the last one I sold. Even if we do, I have 2 of them to do. So, Simon Murray, you get a second one, I believe, because I think I already did this one. Let's put this in a different red bottle as well. And then we're going to bottle this one up. Oh, no, I put that in the red bottle. That was supposed to be in the white bottle. Whoops. I don't know if the bottles actually matter or not, but... So, Simon Murray, even if you did get a second one, you got a really crappy bottled wine. Yo, everyone. It's your Merlot 2027. We're gonna bottle. Oh, I just did a screw cap too. I screwed up so many things in this. That's terrible. So let's find out what happens when I put this thing, the Chardonnay, in a red bottle with a 5666 and a sunburn. I do want to give this thing. We do the 4 stars across the board. Okay, so that's actually 5666 with a sunburn. With 4-star reviewers across the board, gave me 4 stars, which means it's a 5-star wine. So this is, I need to look at the 5666 for sure on this one because that is that's actually a really good wine. But now let me organize the tasting for this Merlot with, let's go just 2-star people. 4-star wine again on this one. So, what was this one? Was it this one right here? 6666. The Merlot. And it was all 2-star ratings, or did I go 3-star ratings? I actually don't even remember. But it's a 4-star wine with a sunburn, which is really interesting. Really interesting. So that one I almost don't want to sell. I'm going to sell this guy. Sell all 1,200 to this dude. I'm going to sell this one. Split it across the board here on these guys. 180 and 60. And I'm debating if I even want to sell this 3-star. I'll hold on to it for now. I can always get rid of it at a later time. But yeah, this is whoa, I haven't been doing any canopy management over here, which is terrible. So I've gotten some new research and stuff. We've done some extra things in this. I bought that little research facility. I'm finding out about my better Chardonnays. I'm getting my Merlot up there to a decent rating as well. So I guess, everybody, I will see you in the next episode of Terroir, where we will see if we can perfect the winemaking art. Thanks for watching. See you next time.